Good morning, my name is Marie Nugent and my business is called Time to Sparkle and Shine, where I allow up-and-coming entrepreneurs to talk about their businesses and find their voices. And today I've got the gorgeous Marie Carton with me. Now, I met Maria at one of the Network Roscommon events just on the road here, and she did a little bit of a snippet and I was so fascinated by what she was doing. I said, I need to interview you. So today we've got Maria. Maria, can you tell us a bit about your business? What do you call yourself?
Okay, my name is Marie Carton and I'm a style advisor, and there's many elements to my business. I do wardrobe makeovers, I do personal shopping, and I host events. I recently set up, took the big plunge earlier this year and set up on my own and gave up the day job.
Oh.
So we're about 6 months in now, and I am so happy. The best decision I ever made.
Yeah. As somebody who also gave up their day job to pursue my dreams as well, I can totally resonate with what you did and the courage that it took. But you know, when you have a passion for something, you really do have to follow it. And you don't know what doors are going to be open until you actually take that step. So for anybody that's sitting on the edge, you know, go for it. So a little bit about your background then, Maria. So where did you start off, basically?
Okay, well, I suppose I've always had a passion for fashion.
Yeah.
From my earliest memories to when I was about 15 and buying Vogue magazine and spending £1 Irish pound on it and being told by my parents I had no respect for money. But I pored over those pages, and where people only saw ads, I actually saw fashion, I saw themes, I saw trends. And for as long as I can remember, I've just always been drawn to it. And I started out working in a shop, summertime job. Of course, my parents, you know, would only have seen that as a summertime job, but secretly it was something I wanted to do. And I suppose back in the 80s, there wasn't that many opportunities, or that I certainly was aware of having a career in the fashion industry. So all I knew was retail, and I worked in retail for about 30 plus years, from the most amazing shops like Armani, Harrods, Selfridges, Jaeger, and such a wonderful experience. And really looking back on it now is where I learned my trade and learned about fashion, about the detail to design, about the detail to fit. So that has stood by me, and I suppose this year it got to the stage where I thought, I want to do this for myself.
And because you have such an interest in passion, there are certain people that you feel that you can really, really help. And who do you feel like, where do you think that people really need help with, you know, what it is that you do?
Yeah, and that's a really good question, Marie, because people think fashion is just for the youth, you know, and not at all. I find the older I get, and other people I know get, the more we need fashion, the more we need clothes with a bit more substance that do more for us, because as the older we get, we do need more support from our clothes, you know. We can no longer wear the lycra and the skinnies and the shorts, you know. We really have to probably give it a bit more thought. In our 20s and 30s, we can just chuck on anything and look amazing. But as your body shape changes and your lifestyle changes, you need more from your clothes. And I feel sometimes women in their 40s, 50s can get a little stuck, because they've given so much of themselves to their career, to their family, to their kids, and sometimes they can lose themselves, you know. And then when you lose yourself, it's kind of quite easy then to give up a little bit. So really for me, it's about making women feel good about themselves, you know, from the inside out, you know, because when you are dressed well put together, you feel good, you feel more confident, and I think you're way more productive.
Yeah, I totally get that. I spent a year as president of Network Dublin, and I loved nothing better than actually dressing up, because it was something that I never really allowed myself to do, because, you know, I would like nice casual stuff, but an excuse to dress up is great fun. So it is, and it really does. It does empower you. So it does. When you feel you look good, then you can actually stand in confidence, and that's a great gift to give to women. So it is.
Absolutely, and it's not just about the dressing up and the heels and the dresses. It's also about your everyday life, because we live our life the Monday to Friday, the 9 to 5. So you could be a mom, you know, on the school run, you could be a professional, you could be retired. And it really doesn't matter what stage or what age you are in life, you can still always dress for your situation and for your lifestyle. So for instance, if you are a mom, you can buy fantastic tracksuits, you know, and look fabulous, or jeans, sweatshirts if you're working from home. You can still dress appropriately and fantastically regardless of the stage in life you are at.
And I suppose we are lucky because there's such diversity in clothes out there, everything from pennies up to brown canvas.
Absolutely.
You know, and everything in between. So you know, you don't have to spend a fortune.
Absolutely. I think give thought and consideration to your purchases, because now we are in times now where we need to think about our planet and the environment, and there's a thing now called fast fashion, and we are living in an age of where one size fits all. Clothes have become so much cheaper and readily available, so they're much easier to pick up and accumulate. So what happens eventually is that we've just all these bulging wardrobes with nothing to wear. So I think we just need to step back, give a bit more thought to our purchases. So even if it's just a tracksuit, a pair of jeans, make sure it's a nice tracksuit. It's a tracksuit that fits you. Is it your shape? Is it a wide leg or a narrow leg, or is it a cuff, or whatever it is you're buying? Just give it thought and consideration, because that way then you will always, you need to first and foremost love your clothes. So whether it's a tracksuit or a dress you're buying, you need to love it. And when you love it, you will wear it.
And what do you feel about, because you know the way, particularly if we buy new stuff, that's the stuff we tend to wear.
Yes.
You know, so because it's new, and then everything else, as you say, because of the bulging wardrobes, just goes back into the back of the... So how often would you say to clean out your wardrobe, or by rule of thumb?
By rule of thumb, well, certainly definitely twice a year, because you have a winter wardrobe and we have a summer wardrobe. Now people would say summer, what summer, you know, but certainly they are lighter weights than what we would wear in the winter. So I always think springtime and autumn time, just before the seasons change, is always a good time to edit your wardrobe and really have a look at your wardrobe and what pieces that you can keep and what pieces you're going to lose. But then going forward, once you've really organised your wardrobe, you know, just be very conscious that what you're buying works with what you already have. And in my workshop, I go through the 6 different stages of building a fully functional wardrobe. So you're not spending endless time in the morning figuring out what to wear in a pile on the bed. You know, that you have your go-to wardrobe and you have your go-to sections.
And you know you look good. So you touched on something, you do workshops.
Yes.
And you have one coming up soon.
Yes, I have one coming up in the Angling Centre next Wednesday, the 12th of June. For all the people that are available in the mornings to go to these events. So it's from 10 till 12. And I talk all about, first and foremost, the body shape. You need to know what shape you are. You know, are you a pear? Are you an apple? Are you... And I hate to use the analogy of fruit, but I can't really think of another way of doing it. But for the moment, it's all about the fruit. And so it really, once you understand what shape you are, then you can dress for it. Because so many people surprisingly do not know what body shape they are. So they end up when they go shopping with 12 dresses going into the fitting room in the hope that they'll figure out one will fit, you know. So I think you need to understand your body shape and what works best for that, you know. And then in the workshop I talk about the wardrobe and how to build a functional wardrobe, the key staples that you need in your wardrobe. And then you add fashion to the mix, you know, which is your personality. Yeah, some people love colours, love stripes, love prints, you know, and then other people are just a bit more toned down, and because I just love to get so much wear out of my clothes. My clothes, when I buy them, they work really hard for me, you know. So I'm probably a bit more conservative in my dress sometimes.
But you know, you don't translate that to your, you know, to your clients. You tailor for their colour or their texture or their whatever it is that they actually like.
Oh, completely, absolutely. It's me working with the client. It's not me dictating or telling, you know, I will advise and guide, but ultimately you have to feel happy in what you're wearing. So no matter how beautiful you might look in a particular outfit, if you're not feeling it, you're not going to wear it. So you really have to go, wow, I love this. This really does something for me. Now,
you touched on something, and it's something that you're really, really good at doing, is that you actually go to people's homes.
Yes.
And you go through the wardrobe with them.
Yes.
As having somebody been on the receiving end, it's absolutely fabulous. Such an eye. And I'm not bad, and you know, I do have an awful lot of dresses.
No, she was good. I'll tell you in a minute. But yeah.
But definitely, you know, there is a gap in my wardrobe that Marie is going to help me to fill up. And having that eye to go through and say, you know, what works and what doesn't, is just, you know, it's a great facility to have, but it's also getting validation from the people, you know, that the women that you're working with, what it is actually working for them, because there might be some clothes that they've got in the wardrobe that they're saying they're not quite sure about. But do you know what? If you're not feeling it, then it's not for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
By rule of thumb.
Yeah, when I do which is my favourite thing to do, is the wardrobe, because that's where it starts. And you have to know and understand what you have in your wardrobe. So many people don't know what's in their wardrobe. So many people still have clothes with tags on in bags, in their sons and daughters' wardrobes, their husbands' wardrobes being taken over. So there's clothes everywhere. So we really, the first and foremost thing is to sort that out. And then for me, it's really important to understand the client and what is their lifestyle. Because if you're a professional, then you're going to need at least 50% of your wardrobe to work clothes, you know? And if you're retired, you probably have a very smart, relaxed wardrobe. So your wardrobe should always be a reflection of your lifestyle. So, and when I spoke to Marie and I got to know her and her needs, then we could really work through her wardrobe. And her wardrobe was really quite good, actually. She had a great selection of dresses to die for. Really, really nice. Dresses. Yeah. So she had that box ticked. So I said to Marie, no more dresses. So now Marie's work situation is evolving, and now she needs more of a day professional look. So that's where her gap was in her wardrobe. So now we've identified that. So Marie now is going to be really more focused on buying staples, like some great jackets, some shirts, some trousers. So it's more of a professional look to add to her wardrobe. So actually there's very little if anything, we got it from Marie's wardrobe, but it's just a new element to add to it.
Yeah. And the other facility that Maria offers is something that I think is absolutely fantastic, particularly if you're not really secure about what it is that you're buying. She'll offer to go shopping with you. Yay!
Yeah.
So tell us about that. How does that actually work?
Okay, well, I actually always meet the client about a week beforehand, so we can discuss their needs, their background. Is it for an occasion? Is it for work? Or is it just a treat that's been given to you by your family, you know? And I want to know what your body shape is, your size, what your budget is. So I have a really good grasp on your needs so that we don't waste time on the precious shopping day. And then together we will decide on a destination, whether we'll go locally, Roscommon, Athlone, or we'll go to Galway or to Dublin or to Kildare Village. It very much depends on what it is you're looking for, because some areas are really great and have fabulous boutiques if you're looking for a special dress, or if you're just looking for your basics, that lead us to another destination, you know. And then on the day we meet up and we go shopping. Now in most cases I will have already sussed out the shops and I will have put stuff aside, you know, and I also try to always try to negotiate a discount for the customer, you know, so it's always just a little bit of and we love gratitude.
We love a bargain.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the sales are only around the corner now. We're talking about another 2 weeks before all the shops are going into sale, and that's a fantastic time to shop. But my only guideline would be know what you want, because you can get carried away in the sales because it's such great value. And I always think that is the time to buy your key staples, you know, your good jacket, things that you invest in that are quite expensive. So that's the time to buy those. I tend not to go for fashion elements in the sales. You really want to go for the good basic staples. And that you get really good value on, you know. But again, the rules apply. You need to love what you buy. You absolutely need to try it on and go, wow, I love this, I have to have it.
Yeah.
And know to wear it.
And you know you look good in it, because that's what it's all about. Because fashion is very personal to us. And wearing clothes that make us feel good is it's essential really wearing something nice can uplift you, and knowing that you look good on a daily basis. So that's really, really good. Well, it was absolutely fabulous talking to you, Maria. How can people get in contact with you?
Yes, so Marie Carton Style Advisor, you'll get me on Facebook. My email address is mcthestylist@gmail.com, or I'm very accessible, so I'll actually even give you my phone number. Should I do that?
Well, it's up to you.
Yeah, 087 607 6331.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Bye for now. Marie, time to sparkle and shine. And Maria, style icon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.